What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. Today I want to focus in on the Boston Bruins naming former Bruin Don Sweeney their new general manager. Sweeney's third all-time in the Boston Bruins in games played, which is something I kind of forgot about. I did play at Harvard once upon a time too. Looks like we're going to keep Claude Julien in all likelihood. Sweeney's been with the organization for a while. Was the assistant GM to Peter Chiarelli, and now that Chiarelli's out the door, this is replacement. Sweeney again has been with the team for 6 years, going back to 2009. They brought Neely back in 2007, and they brought Sweeney back 2000. Yeah, just because they kind of went through that organizational overhaul between 2007 and 2009, and that ultimately led to the Stanley Cup. 2011, by the different personnel managers coming in, and it's a new day for the organization, obviously. But congratulations to Sweeney for getting the job. But there's a lot of work to do this off season. You got a pretty high, it's a pretty high draft pick. You got the 14th pick in the draft. You'd like to add an impact player there. You're on the verge of salary cap hell. You have a lot of expiring. Some good players have expiring contracts. If they leave, you're gonna have to fill the void, whether it's internally or externally via trade or free agency. There is a ton of work to do for this team, and the bottom line is we don't know where the team is. Okay, I'm gonna come right out and say it. If you saw what I said about Mike Babcock, he either wanted to go to a team that could win, or a team that was, had taken the house apart, was rebuilding the foundation, i.e. Edmonton or Buffalo. And the Bruins are in that middle ground, and that is not a desirable place to be. This team is no longer good enough to win the Stanley Cup as it's presently constructed. You've got to do a complete overhaul if you want to build the team back in a winner again. I'm not saying they can't make the playoffs in the Eastern Conference, but making the playoffs and winning the Cup are two different things. They've still got some really, really good players. I wouldn't discount that for a second, but we got to be realistic here. I don't think they blow it up. I think they're still too good for that. But, I hate to say it. If a team was willing to trade for Chara, who's 38 years old, I'd listen to it. What are you offering? How much cap room can we get? What can we do with said cap room? And then, obviously, speaking of contracts, you got to re-sign Dougie Hamilton. He's going to want a little bump in pay. And, it's just really there's a lot of work ahead. But I think Sweeney's been around the team long enough to know what it takes. And again, I don't see them replacing Claude. Now I say that they'll fire him this afternoon. But I think they'll keep Claude. And the player, you'll see not necessarily a new look team, but there'll be some new faces next year. And that's not a bad thing. We'll see what happens with that. And plus, Chiarelli's draft record was not great. Sagan and Dougie Hamilton, those are usually on the top 10 picks. Pasternak, okay, I'll give him that. But a lot of them were just, damn. Zach Hamill. Joe Colborne turned into a pretty good player, so I can't fault him too bad for that. John Caron, some of these picks are like, Jesus, that's bad. So hopefully Sweeney can reverse that trend, get some more organizational depth, and get the Bruins back to where they want to be, which is to be a perennial Stanley Cup contender. Anyway, that's like sort of the power play with CJ on the Boston Bruins naming Don Sweeney their new general manager. Stay tuned for episodes for the playoffs and beyond. Later, guys.